Hi, this is Dr. Burns.
My name is Dana Langford.
My name is Dr. Dominic Sportelli.
And this is stuff no one
talks about.
Let's be honest. How much do we even focus on the female anatomy growing up? I mean, we do not. I have clients that I work with that have been in a relationship for many years and they're in their, late 30s, early 40s that have never had an orgasm with a partner. I feel for especially for women, we're just not taught about the female orgasm as much as we're taught about the male orgasm and how important that is. And you kind of just do whatever you see on TV or whatever you think you're supposed to do. But I feel like once you know and explore yourself, and I think this is where for me it ties into mindfulness and even self-love practice, then we're able to be confident enough to communicate to the person that we want to be intimate with. Like, this is what works for me. This is what doesn't work for me, because it's more helpful for me to communicate from a place of knowing what I like as opposed to not saying anything.
I love the phrasing and the thought process. Help me find different ways that my body can experience pleasure. I'm also just a proponent for just being upfront about awkwardness or about like this feels different or I'm embarrassed. Like I like naming the feeling right before I say something that's awkward or hard or embarrassing to it too. It just kind of cuts the blow a bit. But what I have found is when you speak in the I wants, it is for most people quite a turn on and they like it. It's enthusiastic consent. They feel excited that you're wanting something with them and from them. And most people respond really well to that and want it reciprocated. Like most people, when they are learning their bodies with somebody else, wants to get a good sex review and wants to the debriefing afterwards. You want it to be good. You want a 5-star rating. And so much of that really isn't about did we orgasm or how much pleasure do we had. Most of it is about the communication, the connection, and all the stuff that has to do in the middle and how you deal with all the messy, weird parts of sexually connecting to. And I've actually found the people who have been together the longest are the ones that often have the hardest time in exploring and asking for what they want, as opposed to those who are newer.
Shh. Men, yoga benefits you too. 12 weeks is all it should take for you to see marked improvements in desire, satisfaction, performance, confidence, and orgasm. Hi, Dr. Soden here with a simple way to improve your sex life. Take a yoga class. This ancient practice is good for both the ladies and the gents. For women, just 12 weeks of practicing yoga boosts sexual desire, arousal, lubrication, orgasm, and satisfaction. And that's especially true if you're over 45. Men, yoga benefits you too. 12 weeks is all it should take for you to see marked improvements in desire, satisfaction, performance, confidence, and orgasm. Practicing yoga also helps men synchronize their sexual performance with their partner. Yoga can be even more effective than a top drug in treating premature ejaculation. How does yoga help things in the bedroom? Well, it activates your vagus nerve, which helps boost levels of key feel-good chemicals in your brain, including serotonin, dopamine, and endorphins. Yoga's deep breathing also eases stress and anxiety. All of those are good reasons to hit the mat and say, Om.
I actually get very, very uncomfortable when things are ignored. It's kind of like there's an elephant in the room and no one's talking about it. Vaginal odor is something that many women, including myself, what woman has not thought about it, worried about it? And Dr. Benaya, feel free to weigh in as you are the vagina expert. But it's amazing what lengths we go to for, like, say, what I often think probably women think is an odor when it's actually our natural scent, and it's normal and natural and okay to have a scent.
I think that the biggest thing, and I'm going to answer this question like this. I remember there was a commercial, okay, for teenagers, okay, to start with their hygiene, okay, down there. trying to imply that young women and women, that we smell. Why is there not a thing for the penis? Why don't we have a douche for the penis? Why don't we have, a douche for the testicles? Same thing. You know what I mean? They sweat. They're not attractive. Everything for us is natural. I always tell everybody that the vagina is a self-cleaning oven. It knows what to do. You don't have to put Easy Oil or anything else in there. Okay, don't do it.
I think it's really important for us to be able to name the things that are happening if they're really bothering us, or if our partner's having an issue, if our partner's insecure about some part of their anatomy, or if they feel embarrassed. I had a friend, she had a partner that, she had been with for a couple of months, and she had this issue, like she would toot every time they would, have intercourse. And whatever, it's your body, like it happens. I think it's important to, make people feel comfortable.
I definitely agree with the talking. I think talking is really, really important. I've certainly had situations, and I think probably most people have, where maybe there's something either uncomfortable or weird or that we're self-conscious about. I personally think it's important to talk about, almost just sort of putting it out on the table, because I think that hopefully allows a place for, at least sort of keeps things from being shoved under the rug.
Hopefully that will change over time as we're having wonderful, more transparent conversations.